today here united with all of you. We are the Congress of Day Laborers of New Orleans. We come from the different work corners all across the city, and we are here so that we can be in the struggle with you today and in the future.
En estos momentos estamos pasando unos tiempos que la autoridad nos acosa todos los días en las esquinas y los malos patrones también que no nos pagan. A veces el crimen también nos está acosando demasiado.
We are facing hard times here in New Orleans. We are facing a lot of police harassment on the day labor corners where we look for work. Also bad bosses that don't want to pay us. And also the crime in New Orleans is making it very hard to live.
En este momento quiero explicarles, muy duro para mí, explicarles la muerte de unos compañeros que han habido, uno asaltado en su propia casa, era un buen compañero, honesto, trabajador, el otro fue ahogado en el lago.
I'm here today with a lot of pain to cherish two stories of two co-workers of ours. One of them here on the left died shot in his house during a robbery. Our other brother drowned in the lake. He was very young. They were both honest and hardworking men.
Nosotros somos personas trabajadoras, honestas, y venimos de otros países, ¿me entiende? Pasando penas, problemas en la calle, ¿me entiende? No tenemos dónde vivir a veces y tenemos que recurrir a momentos malos, y aquí estamos para ayudar a reconstruir a New Orleans.
We're honest, hardworking people, but we're struggling a lot. A lot of the times we come here, we don't even have a place to live. It's a very hard time for us, but we're here with the purpose of rebuilding New Orleans.
Louisiana experienced a surge in proposed anti-immigrant policy. In 2008, 8 bills that would directly affect immigrant workers were brought to a vote in the Louisiana legislature. The efforts of community organizers helped to rally local residents to defeat each bill proposed.
There was 8 proposed anti-immigrant bills that ranged everywhere from immigrants can't make medical malpractice claims, to every law enforcement must ask for people's immigration status, to illegals should not be able to rent houses. 4 passed in the House and were up for debate in the Senate. 4 of them didn't even pass in the House. But the ones that did pass and were being voted on in the Senate, there was a very strong organizing effort and getting 50 people, 50 representatives from service and community organizations, political figures from the business people from the New Orleans area to go up to Baton Rouge and come face to face with the people in charge of of voting on these bills. So that was sort of how we were able to knock them out. And I think it was a very strong statement to have the Senate say, immigrants in this country, documented or not, are also human beings and deserve basic human rights also. So hopefully we won't have any more of those bills for a while.
On August 25, 2008, over 600 immigration agents swooped down on Howard Industries, a Mississippi electrical equipment factory, taking 481 workers to a privately run detention center in Jena, Louisiana. Some 106 were also arrested at the plant and were released wearing electronic monitoring devices on their ankles if they had children or if they were pregnant. 8 workers were taken to federal court in Hattiesburg, where they were charged with aggravated identity theft.
And if you look at all of the major raids and where they have occurred, without exception, the major raids in the last 2.5 years have occurred at places where workers have already organized and are fighting for better wages and other things where workers are organizing. Beginning with the raids in Smithfield, North Carolina, in Massachusetts, in Swift, the 6 plants, in Postville, and including the effort on the part of workers at Howard to build their capacity for a new contract and negotiating by reaching out to the Latino workers in that plant. Each of those raids was designed to thwart the workers' efforts to organize, but if you look at the geography of all the raids, they're carefully placed all over the country where immigrant population is increasing, and particularly in the South, in areas like Mississippi and South Carolina, where African American and immigrant workers have been coming together and recognizing the potential that they have for political power and economic power.
Today is May Day.
Hoy es el 1 de mayo.
It is International Working People's Day. It is a day America that spread all over the world for unity.
Empezó en los Estados Unidos de América y se expandió a todo el mundo por la unidad.
When you come and you rebuild our city,
Cuando ustedes vienen a reconstruir nuestra ciudad,
and black workers, they want to rebuild too.
y la gente morena también quiere reconstruir.
And those corporations and companies figure out how they can make more money by making us fight each other for who will work for less.
Y esas corporaciones y compañías se empiezan a aprovechar y ven quién puede trabajar por menos dinero.
So on this Labor Day, I close with this principle of unity.
Entonces, este 1 de mayo cierro con este mensaje de unidad.
An injury to one
Una herida a uno
is an injury to all.
es una herida a todos.
An injury to one
Una herida a uno
is an injury to all.
es an injury to all.
An injury to one
An injury to one
is an injury to all.
is an injury to all.
An injury to one is an injury to all. Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains and a world to win.